My GUS offers a convenient way for you to get to the Pitt State apps you use every day. To get to My GUS, simply go to the GUS Portal, gus.pittstate.edu, and select Log into My GUS. From there, enter your Pitt State username and password to log in. When you first sign into My GUS, you won't see a whole lot here. You'll see apps that are recommended for you at the bottom of the screen based on what people like you are using, but you won't see any recently used apps or favorite apps. You can search for apps using the search box, such as transcript. And by clicking on one of the results, that'll take you to the transcripts page in GUS Classic. You can search for a major system, such as Canvas, or you can search for a service within a system, such as OneDrive, within Office 365. Apps that you use every day can be added to your Favorite Apps section. To add an app to your favorites, you must first create a favorites group. You can create a favorites group by clicking the link here and simply supplying a name for your favorites group, such as Everyday Use. Click Create, and your favorites group will be available to add apps to. For instance, if you want to add the app GUS Mail into Everyday Use, you can search for GUS Mail and click the favorite icon, and then select your Everyday Use group. Now you can see there's a link to GUS Mail inside the Everyday Use group. You can collapse favorites groups if you want to and not see the contents of them. This can help you keep your favorites group list neat once you've got a lot of favorites. You can also add apps to your favorites group that aren't available out of the box in My GUS. For instance, if you want to add the Pitt State Facebook page as a favorite, you can simply add a custom favorite, give it a name, and put in the web address to that item. Now, you can only add Pitt State resources to your custom favorites in My GUS. You can then pick an icon for that item and then add it to a favorites group. At this point in time, your custom favorite link will be available whenever you need it. If you want to remove an item from your favorites or a favorites group, you can click the Manage Favorites link. When you do this, a red X will appear by each of your items. You can either choose to remove an entire favorites group and everything underneath it, or just one item within a favorites group, like this. You can customize the appearance of your My GUS page by going to the Settings page. Within Settings, you have the option to show recently used apps, show most used apps, and show suggested apps. You can choose any combination of these three items you want, but showing recently used and suggested apps is the default. You can also choose what background you'd like to appear on your My GUS page and your GUS portal when you're signed in. Simply click an image to choose as your default, and click Save, and this image will be your background from that point forward. You can always go back to the rotating set of images whenever you want to by clicking Choose Background and hit Select Default and Save. Once you've used My GUS for a period of time, your page will start to look more like this. You might have a background that you've chosen, as well as recently used apps that show, and lots of favorites links. One thing that's important to note, if you ever search for an app and can't find it, you can feel free to send us a frown and let us know what app you'd like to show up in the GUS Portal search. Additionally, if there's something you like, send us a smile and let us know what you like about My GUS. Once you're done using My GUS, when you click the Sign Out button, you should also close your browser to ensure full sign out from single sign-on apps.